Why is the church in Nigeria, why are pastors always called out when certain things happen in Nigeria? We know a lot happens in Nigeria. Nigeria needs reforms. Nigeria needs total overhauling. Nigeria needs revival. Nigeria needs, to be put on the right track. But it appears every time things go wrong in Nigeria, social media people they call influencers, that I call corruptors, they are always out to call out pastors. Oh, electoral reforms, the pastors are not talking. Killings going on, the pastors are not talking. Things are happening here, the pastors are not talking. Why? The church is not the government. The church, they are not policy makers. The church, they do not influence government policies. The church is a stakeholder like every other Nigerian in that country. So why do they always call out the pastors? Now, some reasons, I've advanced. I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I found out that one of the reasons why they don't even call out pastors, or why they just call out only pastors, one, because issue of religion trends so much on social media. So people just call out these pastors without even thinking. They don't even know what they are saying. They just call out pastors. Oh, Pastor Adeboye, you are not talking. Bishop Edeboye, you are not talking. Pastor Adefarasi, you are not talking. Pastor Lukoya, you are not talking. Pastor Jerry Eze, you are not talking. All because they just want to gain traffic. Because they know when they put out this content on social media, they will get followers, they will get likes, they will get comments, they will get shares. So sometimes they are doing it for just the traffic that they can get when they come hard on pastors and the church. Another reason is maybe they feel sometimes, there are no repercussions, there are no consequences for these things. So they just sit down in their houses, and then people who just form that they are now woke. So they are now knowledgeable in spiritual things. The next thing, they just call out pastors, insult pastors, even pastors old enough to be their grandfathers. They just insult them on social media and do all manner of things, and everybody comments, and everybody is happy, and then everybody goes their way. And then I will always ask, how come, since we are all stakeholders in Nigeria, how come these same people do not attack imams, sheikhs, council of ulamas, these people, religious leaders from the north? Are they not religious leaders in the north? Why don't they attack these people? Or these people don't have the influence to call the government to talk about electoral reforms? Is it what we are saying in Nigeria? Why always the pastors? The pastors do not just own Nigeria. There are religious leaders in northern Nigeria. They are even more influential than some of these pastors you call out all the time on social media. How come you've never called them? How come you've never called the mosque to say, look, what are you saying about electoral reforms? What are you saying about the killings going on in Nigeria? What are you saying about bad government? What are you saying about corruption? What are you saying about electoral malpractices? What are you saying about this? Why always the church? Because the people just want to get traffic and all of that. Then the church becomes your go-to place. You just criticize pastors, criticize the church, and then you have followers who just want to hear that thing that you are saying about the church, and then yes, they are fulfilled that, oh, well, I'm not just the only one against the church. There's some other people against the church. It shouldn't be that way. And how come the youths in Nigeria, except for some few youths, they're not even calling out leaders? They're not calling out leaders. Now we heard recently 6 trillion was inserted, padded into the budget. Not a single youth or people they call influencers said anything, or said they were going to organize a protest or do anything. No, this is our commonwealth that some few individuals have decided to steal, and nobody is talking about it. Nobody is talking about it. But when you come to the church, oh yes, the whole internet will blow. Only God will help us in this country. Only God will help us, because the way at which our youths are going, only God will help us. Now, for those calling for electoral reforms, yes, I am calling for reforms. I want reforms in the electoral process to give credibility, to the electoral process. But having a reform in the electoral laws is one thing. Implementing these laws, it's a different ball game altogether. We all saw what happened in 2023 elections. We saw what happened. How many Nigerians even stood up against it? With all the electoral laws, money spent, yes, there was a glitch. Only for when they were collecting presidential results. And then we have what we have today. And nobody's talking about it. So it's not just a question of electoral reform. Implementation. Look at the elections they had in Edo, in Imo, in Bayelsa, in Ondo. Are we going to call those ones elections? Are they not electoral laws that are supposed to guide those elections? How come we had sham of elections in those areas? In Kogi, elections written. And look at what the judiciary is doing. Giving controversial judgment, giving judgment that even a blind man knows that this judgment is false. We are seeing these things. But at the end of the day, the whole blame will be heaped on the church. I don't know. And the church too needs to wake up. Election day is not a day for fellowship. Election day is to go out there, vote, and protect your vote. Nigeria belongs to all of us. So if there's going to be called out for anything, everybody has to be called out, not just Nigeria. Because this level of prebendalism that is happening in Nigeria has to stop. Because you look at what is happening, Nigeria is on its way to becoming a one-party state, whether you like it or not. All the indices are clear that Nigeria is going towards that direction. And nobody is talking about it. Nobody is talking about it. Is the church responsible for that one too? Is the church responsible for the padding of the budget? Is the church responsible for the lack of infrastructure that has led to the flooding in Mokwa, where 250 people, as we speak, are dead? Is the church responsible for that? Is the church responsible for the manipulation of INEC in the last election? Is the church responsible for the poor elections in Edo, Kogi, Ondo? I don't know. And we've seen pastors who have lent their voice. And you know, sometimes they come against the attack on this church. We know there are some pastors, are involved in exorcism. That some pastors are they're giving Christianity a bad name. But that doesn't mean we just have to call out everybody. And besides, even if Bishop Edipo, Pastor Adeboye, Jerry Eze, and the rest of them, the only thing they can do is talk. If the government wants to, the government will do what they want to do. That's Nigeria for you. But if we all wake up, the future of Nigeria, the prosperity of Nigeria is not just in the hands of the common few. No. We have to wake up. It happened in Bangladesh. It happened in different countries. The youth woke up and took the country. Now they're enjoying the dividends of that. So we all have to wake up. We just have to wake up. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Please share this video, comment, like, share, and get others to watch this. The church is not Nigeria's problem. Thank you.